At Terra, to create great research and great scores, it's crucial that we know how users interact and use their wearables. So on our same sleep data sample of about 5,000 users across 4 different wearables, Apple, Oura, Garmin, and Fitbit, we thought we'd study how compliance looks. So that compliance is how users how often they use their wearables overnight to measure their sleep in this case. In real world, this is obviously real world setting, and was impressively high, especially Oura and Fitbit users, so gold star for them. And Oura users definitely show the strongest adherence here, and it's pretty impressive. An average compliance of 86% and nearly 60% logging sleep on over 90% of nights.
Interestingly, Fitbit has quite a tight distribution and a relatively high mean of 82% compliance. This differs actually to Apple, who have a wider spread. So they have a number of highly compliant users, then also some far lower compliant ones, bringing that average down to 78%, which is a chunk lower than the rest.
Garmin seems to be the poorest performance here. Garmin users averaging about 69%, with only 30% of users logging sleep less than 60% of the time. I mean, this kind of makes sense to me because Garmin is less seen as probably a wearable and more seen as an activity monitor. Sure. Kind of anecdotally, that's probably what we'd expect, isn't it? Weekly patterns, we always enjoy talking about these. Thursday is the strongest night, while Saturday is the weakest. People probably take the watch off, I don't know, for a break at the weekend or because they know Saturday is going to be a bad night's sleep.
Yeah. And we also looked at the variation. So we thought across the week, how much are you going to sleep? Are you going to sleep the most on Monday and so what? And we found that actually Fitbit has the most variation here. So what's going to go on here is Fitbit are going to dip the most on a Saturday night. Not sure why that is. Whereas Garmin users are going to be the steadiest. And again, this could come back to the compliance thing. So if a Garmin user is going to go out on a Saturday night, they might not wear the watch. So this is why you might not see the same dip.
And so we compared these results with clinical real-world adherence research, it seems that what we see in the real world of people using their own wearables holds up, matches or actually exceeds what you see in published studies. So that's quite interesting. Prior Oura studies that we've seen published are very similar, with most participants matching over about kind of 80% reliability.